Come on. Oh, baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, baby,
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 for Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 34-yard line.
Blue draw quarters. 368. Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Dalton, first and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again. Dalton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. Charles, they not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
They're not ready. They go 368.
Here's Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Jackson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0. And he goes down. Dalton couldn't get rid of it, and that will be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jackson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down. They'll
throw on first down with Jackson. And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins got home that time. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On second and a long way to go. Jackson. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Hands up. Lee.
Check 31. Check 3. Check 3.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Going up top. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 43 yards.
At the 4-yard line.
Hands up. Lee. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Slam. Slam.
Yeah, 5-6.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing. But all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Check.
So Dalton now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson completes it to the tight end Kittle. A gain there of 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go. No, off. Check.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. good on the extra point, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
The throw over the middle taken in. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from game. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
56,
now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
56.
Now Jackson on second down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check it out, 25, check 25, check 25.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Jackson got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
65. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. All day, dog.
Jackson from the shotgun. And able to haul it in is Kittle. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jackson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the Ravens' 4-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Switch. Check 24. Check.
Another try for Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Check 99. Check 99. Kill, 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 kill. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Bullock's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Just like that. Just like that. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Tight go, tight go, tight go. Where's 52? Watch 52.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Mike.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey. Regular.
Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You got time right there. Watch safety green. Watch safety.
Throwing again. Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Shift.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
He's coming.
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
6-6, pull it high. 40's the mark. Here we go.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Dalton. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Mixon. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hey, wahoo!
Oh, passing it. Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Gain on the play. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Time to go, night.
Here's a run with Mixon. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for two. And Dalton to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of where you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Escape and a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
It's 2nd down.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. One last shot for Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.